But you know, living an exceptional life, living a good life begins, and I have learned this from Louise over and over and over again so strongly, really begins with loving yourself. And for some people it's quite a challenge. It takes practice and commitment. And there are very specific things you can do to help develop that warm and loving and comfortable and safe and exciting relationship with yourself. And it is the single most important investment we make, because when you love yourself, you allow good things into your life. You expect good things to come into your life.
Like you.
Oh, Lulu. So sweet.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So that's what we want for all of you. We want you to just be in this state of loving yourself so that you just draw to you beauty and love and abundance and good health and healing and all of the things that are rightfully ours, that are our natural state. And I love, you said, the last time we were teaching together, you said, you're living with yourself all day long, you might as well enjoy it.
Day after day, hour after hour, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year.
Lifetime after lifetime.
I mean, is it a great experience?
Yes.
Or do you dread tomorrow?
Yeah. So do you want to talk a little bit about some of the things you do to love yourself? Because I know people learn from that.
Well, I start first thing in the morning. I decide to just thank my bed for waking up and for sleeping with me all night and making it comfortable and easy and nice. And then I thank myself for being there. And remind myself that this is going to be a super wonderful day, another super wonderful day. And everything we do will just be fine. And if there's a special event coming up of any sort, I'll talk about that, you know. Like this is going to be, today is going to be an absolutely fabulous day. And everything we need will unfold in this room easily and effortlessly. We're all going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to have deep insights. And whatever we're meant to say, we will say. Mm-hmm. And whatever you are meant to say, you will say. And it'll just be a fabulous, well, that's for today. Now, tomorrow I'll start again. But that's, and you know, and then the next thing I do is go into the bathroom and look in my eyes and say, Louise, I love you. I really, really love you. And for many people, especially if you've never done it before, it sounds dumb. And it's very awkward to do because you look at all the wrong things. You don't look into your eyes, you look at that gray hair or that, you know, little bulge or the wrinkle. And that's not loving yourself. That's picking on yourself. And it doesn't make you feel good. I like to begin the day in a way that really empowers me. And I've been doing it a long time, so I'm pretty good at it. Though sometimes I goof and I can wake up hysterical like anybody else. But I know how to pull myself out of it as quickly as possible. So that's just one way of starting your day. You know, the way you start your day is the way you're going to live your day. And the way you live your day is really the way you live your life. So really start in a way that supports you. That's one way. Share a few of yours.
Yes. Well, you know, about a year and a half or so ago, maybe it was 2 years ago, I lose track of time because I'm much more present and future focused than past. But I realized that sometimes I would get up in the morning and I would jump out of bed like toast out of a toaster, you know, pop right out of bed. And I would have a list of things I needed to do in my head. And I really believed, like a lot of us do, I really believed that if I could just get my to-do list done, then I could relax and enjoy my life. Does anyone else feel that way? Yes. And I have learned to enjoy my life first. because the to-do list never ends. Those of us with busy minds who wake up thinking about what needs to be done will keep creating things to be done. Sort of like years ago when I was first working with a coach, when I was training to be a coach 15, 18 years ago, he said to me one day, "Cheryl, you're such an amazing problem solver." And I was so proud. I sat up straighter and I said, "Well, thank you very much. I really prided myself on being a great problem solver." And he said to me, "And you will continue to create problems to solve for the rest of your life." Oh. The truth of that statement went right to my heart. And it's the same thing with those of us who are industrious or like to get things done or have an active to-do list. You'll just keep creating to-dos. And so I decided that I would start my day in a very different way. And I've added so much since Louise and I have worked on this book, like thanking my bed in the morning and really planning my day intentionally in the morning from the first thoughts when I wake up. But at that time, what I would do is I decided there was no more rushing to my computer to check email or listening to voicemail messages first thing in the morning. I have an office in my home. That the beginning of my day was going to be all about me and my cat, who is an important part of my day, and my husband, who, because this is being
Comes
taped.
second, you notice.
I was about to fix it, Lulu, and no, my husband's always teasing me. He'll say to me, "I think my cat," we have a gray cat, and his name is Poupon, for Gray Poupon. My husband always says, "I think you love that cat more than me." I said, "Don't be ridiculous, honey. Of course I love you more than Poupon. I just cuddle with him in the mornings." Because my husband goes to bed late and gets up later. I get up early in the morning. I'm an early riser. And so I just decided I would get up, make myself a cup of tea, go and sit in a favorite area of our home. And for one whole year, prior to working on the book with Louise, every day when I woke up, what I would do is sit down and create a list of spontaneous affirmations, positive statements. And at first I was a little clunky and awkward with it, but I just, it was my journal. Nobody was going to read it. And I would write, "I love my body. I love my life. I'm happy and content," like whatever would come to me. Abundance flows into my life. I'm filled with joy every moment of every day. I mean, anything I could think of, I would just fill a whole page in the journal. And my cat would often come sit on my lap while I was doing that. And I would snuggle with him, and I would just keep writing. And that's how I set the tone for my day, with all of these positive thoughts. And over time, as I did that every single day, I began to perfect the affirmations for myself so that they felt really good. The kind of affirmation you read and you think, yes, yes, oh, I would love for that to happen. I can feel it happening already. So I would do these affirmations, and I would find that certain patterns and themes would emerge. And I was repeating certain affirmations and perfecting certain affirmations, and it really helped to start my day. And it was such an act of self-love, you see, because in the morning, instead of making my morning about everybody else, trying to take care of everybody else so that I could then be there for me, I decided I would be there for me first. And guess what happened? I took better care of everybody else later in the day. Much better care. Because instead of getting to the middle part of my morning, let's say in my office, in a state of resentment because I was frustrated dealing with all of these different things, I felt good. I felt more content. I felt happier. And so if I got on the phone with someone, I was much more pleasant to be around. And my husband, Michael, would tell you I was much more pleasant to be around as I created this ritual in the morning. So I appreciate the fact that we both work, we have offices in our home. You might need to go to a job, but even, I remember you said, even if you give yourself 10 minutes where you sit in a favorite place, you do something that's comforting to you, like have a cup of tea or cuddle with a pet or cuddle with your partner.
Or pet yourself.
Pet yourself. I love that idea. Yes. Keep going. That was good. We were feeling comfortable just watching you do that. Weren't you? It's like,
Do your own version.
Yes, yes. Doing something in the morning that is just for you and starting your day that way and filling that ritual with good feeling thoughts is a lovely thing to do.